This is Sahar TV, and in today's video we will see how China is fighting the Islamic invasion to their territory, how they destroy mosques, how they use mosques for dance parties, and they consider Islam as mental illness. Let's have a look at the videos coming from China. This right here is a mosque that was built illegally, and the Chinese authorities are destroying it. Watch. The Chinese don't mess around, huh? This Muslim man was praying in public in China. The authorities came and stopped him from praying. Watch.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you.
动作快，好不好？回到自己的看台。
Okay, no, please. 1 minute. Please, in the stadium, no have prayer room, no have.
The Chinese authorities are not messing around. They perceive Islam as a threat, therefore they don't tolerate it even a little bit. These people right here are members of the Chinese Communist Party. And guess where they chose to have their celebration? Inside a mosque, a sacred place for Muslims. Watch. And once again, this mosque in China is being bulldozed. Watch. Listen, if the European countries would start treating the Islamic invasion, the Islamic threat, like China would, maybe they wouldn't be in the position they're currently at. And here, once again, we can see that the authorities are destroying the shrines on top of the mosques. Watch. Would you look at that? He's changing the Arabic letters, the Chinese. They're pretty much saying no Islamic invasion here. Once again, we're seeing China demolishing and bulldozing mosques all across China. They don't tolerate Islam. Not in the slightest. Hey guys, if you'd like to support me and this YouTube channel, please make sure to check out my Buy Me Coffee. Every single donation helps me keep going, get new gear, and get the best content out there for you. Thank you so much. Back to the video. Now take a look at this. This is what's left of an Islamic mosque in China, and the Chinese authorities will not let this Islamic invasion take place. So take a look at this video. In Islam, the best way to grow is to migrate to a different country, create infrastructure for more Muslims to come, such as building mosques and schools, and then people can move safely knowing that they have the infrastructure in this other country. When you remove these sites, you eliminate the migration from Muslim countries to these countries. So what China is saying by doing this is, no more. We will not let this invasion take place. The video you're seeing here is of Muslims in China. There's about 10 million Muslims in China. Now, if China wants to remain Chinese, they have to restrict the immigration or mass deport people back to their countries. Now, when China or Japan want to close their borders, apparently it's not a problem. But when white countries, European countries want to do it, apparently it's racist, bigoted, and Islamophobic. Take a look.
Single race societies do still exist, but there's something that's not quite right. I went to China recently and noticed that 99.9% of the society was Chinese people. Coming from Australia, which is extremely multicultural, it made me wonder, why is multiculturalism so strong in European countries, but developed Asian countries don't participate? As a result of these strict border policies, you can see a culture that has been preserved and maintained for such a long time. The opposite has happened to the target of globalism, which is the white Christian European culture. The UK, for example, is now mainly Muslim culture, a complete 180. If China or Japan or India want to keep their borders closed, it's called culture. But if a white Christian country wants to do it, it's called racism.
100%. If you want to keep your culture alive and afloat and to survive for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, you must reject this ideology that comes into your country, uses and abuses your democracy, and once they're the majority, you can go to hell. Now here's a source from Al Jazeera. For China, Islam is a mental illness that needs to be cured. China's relentless campaign to erase the identity of the Uyghurs continues as the world remains silent. That is 100% correct. The Muslim countries are saying absolutely nothing about the treatment of Muslims in China. Nothing. But when it's the treatment of Muslims in Israel, who are, by the way, equal citizens to Israeli Jews, oh, everybody, oppression, genocide, apartheid. Now here's an inside look inside the Uyghur detention camps in China. Watch.
Some, it seems, they did not want us to see. We found all the roads to one large cluster of facilities were blocked. Those we did reach were fearsome. 8 in total, all clearly operational. And satellite shows some have recently expanded. In 2018, towards the end of the crackdown, this site hadn't even been started. Watchtowers added just recently. And here too, a prison right next to a re-education camp extended, while the camp part had its walls and watchtowers removed.
Listen, I absolutely don't agree with the detention centers. But China is treating Islam like a mental illness. They know that Islam is not here to conform to the rules and culture. They know Islam is there to invade, and they oppose it wholeheartedly. Once again, if all the countries in Europe and all the countries in the West would treat Islam the way China did, maybe the West could have still survived. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. If you'd like to watch more